Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all well. Looking forward to doing as many free little mini readings as possible tonight. So hopefully I'll start seeing your comments in a minute. I hope you've all had an amazing weekend. I know here in the UK we had some beautiful sunshine yesterday, and actually, as I just look out my window, I can see that it's starting to brighten up now. But I did manage to have a little sit by the river and by my tree this afternoon, so love to see that. Hi, Sarah. Hope you're keeping well, loving the blossom in your trees. Hi, Gosha. Hope you're keeping well. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm going to do a few little hellos and then we'll get on with some reading. For anyone that hasn't seen me before, if you've got a particular question, hi, Terry. Hope you're keeping well. If anyone hasn't seen me before, if you've got a particular question you'd like an answer to, you can pop your question up. If you would like a general read, you can pop up that you'd like a general read. All I ask is, most importantly, please give this page a like and a share, and please share out. Hi, Natalie Bentley. Thank you for joining us as well. So please share the live. Please invite your friends. Hi, Fiona Evans. Thank you for joining us this evening. Still going to do a few more little hellos and then we'll get started. But share this live, invite your friends. Oh, excuse me. Glad you're doing well, Terry. Hi, Mrs. MB. Thank you for joining us. I am using the SPTV tarot cards tonight. I will be using those. And I'm sure Richard will go in my account. That card don't mean that. Well, Oracle Pack, Tarot. Well, to be fair, see, I told you, he's always there. Not called Tarot. He doesn't sound like a parrot. That's just me putting that voice on. But there we go. Hi, Kelly Coolrace. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Catherine Grummett. Hope you're well. Yeah, so if you've got a particular question, pop your question up. All I ask is, once I've linked in with you, if you can try and respond as quickly as possible, if you can take the message or not, that always helps strengthen the link. And the reason why I say that, and this is my personal opinion, but I believe it's also quite a few medium friends of mine's also opinion, hi Helen Smith, is we are not mind readers. We don't know everything. We don't always get it 100% right, but we try to aim to get it as close as possible. We'd love to know if my house move will go ahead. Mrs. MB, let's start with you with your question. You would love to know if your house move will go ahead. I do feel straight away they're saying to me you've got viewings or paperwork going on over the next 3 or 4 weeks. So I do feel like there has been someone that's shown interest and put an offer in, and I feel like you're sitting on the fence with it a little bit at the moment. Don't know if that makes any sense or not. Hi, Cindy Ryan. Thank you for joining us. I'm hoping this is making sense, and you're more than welcome that I'm linking in with you. But they are showing me that the house move, I feel, is going to go through by the end of July, beginning of August. I hope this is all making sense. If I don't see your comments first time round, by the way, guys, please keep popping up. Yeah, it does paperwork just now. Thank you so much for the confirmation. Really, really do appreciate it. Don't feel like there's going to be too many issues with it, but I am going to pull you a quick card, as always, straight from the top. And I've got card 76 that actually hasn't got a title for it. But I've got the impression that you're being very much looked after. Now, I'm going to ask a delicate question here. Is mum in spirit? I've got a motherly love that's wanting to come forward. And it's as though they're sort of saying, we've got you, we're protecting you, we're pushing you forward. So I feel like she would always be one for pushing you forward. Mrs. MB, I hope that makes sense, and thank you for letting me link in with you. Hi, Cheryl Flynn. Thank you for joining us this evening. There's a couple of other hellos I missed along the way, but once I link in with someone, I'm afraid I'm just going to stick with the message. Mum's sister, thank you. But you would have looked at her like a motherly love, and she would have also been very much a person that would want to get on and get jobs done and get things sorted. So I hope this is making sense. Right, Catherine Grummett, we'd love to know if, sorry, you're going to have to put your comment back up because they are going through quite quick, because Richard's very kindly left them on, which I've asked for also. So I just constantly see them, but I am going to try and link in. So Catherine Grummett, if you could pop your question back up for us, I do need your help. It's a lot quicker than I expected. Would love to know if a new job is in the offering. Feel this is the year of change. Thanks, Minty. Thank you, Catherine, and thank you, Richard, for helping me out there, mate. I really do appreciate it. Right, Catherine, let me have a link in. You've already started looking, you've already started thinking about applying, but I don't think you've actually applied for anything just yet. And I feel like you should be applying for new jobs now because I actually see a job change coming for you middle of August. And I do feel like it is a bit of a career change at the same time. And it is one of those where it's like, I need something with a new challenge. I need something that I can sink my teeth into. So I do actually feel there is two or three jobs you've looked at that you're kind of thinking, oh, do I, don't I, do I, don't I? They're saying, yes, go for it because I think it's going to be one of those. They are showing me that there's like three jobs that you're looking at is what I feel. I hope this is all making sense. If you can let me know, I'd really, really appreciate it. I am going to pull you a quick card though, but you are right. I do feel like this great change. It's like, thank you for the confirmation so far. I do feel like this great change is definitely what you're needing. It's giving you a new boost of energy, a new burst of energy, and it's very much needed. I am not going to be, well, it's going to be pronounced in my words. I'm sure I'm going to pronounce it wrong. I'm going to go with Archangel Carmel. Hopefully, I've got it right. So it's about following your heart. It's making sure it's not about choosing right or wrong. Damn you well. Oh, thank you. See, I told you I'd get it wrong. I still read his caramel. Um, he's going to tell me off. No, he's going to. Anyway, but love it. So Archangel Caramel, going to stick with it now. He's saying go with your heart. It's not about right or wrong. It's not about looking at it logically. What's going to bring you the most fun? What are you going to enjoy the most? And that you ain't going to choose wrong. Catherine Grummett, I hope that made sense. And thank you for letting me link in with you. Who do we have next, please? Ah, okay. Daniela Dwyer, I do want to come to you. I do want to come to you. Hello, my daughter has seen a male spirit in my home and is scared to go upstairs. How do I help her and how do I stop them showing themselves to her? Or how does she protect herself? Right, Danielle. Okay. First of all, definitely do what you're asking your. So Danielle, I do believe you, or Daniela, sorry, Daniela, I do apologize for pronouncing your name wrong. Um, First thing I want to say is certainly ask. They're telling me you already believe that you've got spirit guides, so you know you've got spirit guides. It's not that you believe in them, but ask them to bring some love and protection in, okay? And say to them, I want you to look after my daughter. I want to say, is your daughter around 7 or 8? Maybe a little bit younger, actually. I'm gonna actually, sorry, why do I want to say 4 or 5? But she's got the mind of a 7 or 8 year old. If that makes any sense, please give me any confirmation. Really, really do appreciate it. Certainly put some nice amethyst. If you've got a nice amethyst crystal, got a piece right here. Put that by her bed. You can actually ask your guys to kind of put like a nice bubble of white light and protection around her as well. But speak to your spirit guys and say, look, please do not scare her. Please ask for this male spirit to go back. Now, I actually feel like this, she's 9. Okay, thank you. That's not surprising then if she's seeing spirit at her age. She's extremely sensitive. If she doesn't like someone, she knows within seconds, and it's worth listening to. She's very much a nurturer and a carer, and she loves the outdoors. She does being in nature. I feel like she's a bit of a hippie child because she doesn't like shoes and socks on. I have 3 daughters, 9, 7, and 5. Thank you. Okay. So I do feel like it's like shoes and socks are off. I want to be out in the outdoors. Okay, slow down, slow down. See, I've got this male spirit as being like grandfather, but I feel like this is your grandfather from mum's side of the family. I hope this is making sense. It's not a nasty spirit. I feel like he was just wanting to say he's at peace. He's there looking after the household. There's a huge amount of love coming through with this gentleman. I hope this is making sense. He was quite a character. I do feel like he was quite a big chap, like height wise. But I feel like his presence could hold an audience or hold a room. That's what I'm being shown. Give your daughter as well. If you've got any rose quartz, give her a piece of rose quartz. It's a beautiful crystal for love, but it will just give her that little bit of protection as well. She is 9 years old, so you could ask her to sort of say as well, because she will have spirit guides with her. Maybe do this together, saying, I'm asking for spirit to step back so I don't see them, if she's happy to do that as well. It's a nice little gentle way of doing it. But it is sort of reminding her as well, at the end of the day, when we're seeing spirit, it's 9 times out. I want to say, tell her, well, it is her loved one. It would be her great grandfather, or yeah, your grandfather, her great grandfather. That's what, or great great grandfather. Oh, I don't know how the works, but he's. Okay, slow down. Say that again. That's a bit. Okay, right. I'm afraid you've got my grandmother coming forward. This is my grandmother, and she's saying, do a little bit of burning some incense in her room if you can, because that, maybe burn some incense through the house. That will just gentle the energy. That will also bring peace and calm in as well. So it was something apparently my grandmother used to do for me. Daniela, I hope this is making sense. I really, really do. If you can give me any confirmation on what I'm saying, I'd really, really appreciate it. But I am actually doing a live uh, at some point with my very good friend Raven. Um, about how we can help children who might be sensitive or developing as well. Thank you. I'm going to pray with her tonight and ask spirits to not show themselves in front of her. Yeah, perfect. Do that. Definitely do that. And I will also send you some healing energy as well and a little bit of protection for you guys as well for her. But we are going to be doing a live talking about how we help children and kind of try and say, look, it's not something to be scared of. Understandably, some children will be, so we are going to be talking about different ways, but it will be up on my page. But I am going to pull you a card as well. Got a beautiful card for you. I've got the world, and it does look like an angel protecting your little world, and that's what I'm being shown. I hope the gentleman that I was linking in with makes sense for you, but he will step back. So I do feel like he will step back. I hope that helps, Daniela, and thank you for letting me link in with you. Really do appreciate it. Who we got next, please, Richard? Hi, Divine Girl, new subscriber. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to know about future partner. When will I meet him? All right, Divine Girl, we'll come to you next. So, first thing I always say to people when they're looking for a new relationship or they're looking for a new partner, first of all, find happiness within yourself. Find love within yourself first. That's most important. And I'm not saying that you haven't. I'm just saying, remember, we've got to love ourselves first. And that's not in an egotistical way. This is in a healthy, loving way. And then what you can do, you can start working on your manifestations. So you can actually put down what you would like to find in someone with their personality. Now, I do feel like you're going to find someone who, one, is going to make you laugh, two, doesn't need fixing. I want to say he's got to be a bit outdoorsy because you love being out in nature. And he's also being told he's got to love dogs as well, because I feel like you're a dog lover. I wouldn't be surprised if you've got like a Labrador or something in your life, that kind of size dog, but dogs are going to be important. I hope this is making sense. And I do feel like he might be a little bit older, only a year or two, nothing over the top, but he will love the outdoors. But there's a gentle quietness with him. He knows his own mind. He's got a quiet confidence. He's not all bravado and ego. Quite spiritual himself as well, because I do feel like you want to go to different festivals or retreats with him, like these spiritual festivals or retreats. Music's massively important to you. I wouldn't be surprised if he played guitar a little bit as well. But it's about making memories together. I am done with idiots. They just said that they have told me that you are done with idiots. And I do feel like you will meet someone who is honest. Now, I'm not going to lie. I think you're going to meet him online. I do think you'll meet him online. I don't think he'll be on a dating site as such, but I feel like you're going to be talking to someone in like a spiritual group or something along those lines where it clicks. And I do feel like there might be a little bit of a distance, up to an hour and a half distance, but it's okay because you'll both make the time and effort to see each other. That's what it'll be about. But you are ready for a relationship, is what I am being shown. So I hope this is all making sense to you. And I do feel like it is one of those, like I say, you want someone that's going to enjoy the outdoors with you. When do I think this will happen? I reckon it's going to be around about September, October time. I don't see it before summer. I see it after summer. But it will start as a friendship and grow into a relationship. And there will be travel involved with it as well. So, Divine Girl, I hope this is making sense. If you can give me any feedback, I'd really, really appreciate it on the personality of what you might like or what you would like. I hope it helps. I'm going to pull you a card straight from the top, as always. See, I've got the Empress. And the beautiful thing about this card is making sure I've got that love and happiness inside myself that whoever I meet is going to add to it, but not take it all away. It's about blending, it's about balance, it's about lifting and supporting each other. It's about enhancing your love and enhancing your happiness. And this is what this person is going to do for you. I hope this is all making sense. But be in your true power, be in your true self, know what you want, know what you don't want, put clear boundaries in place. When you're in a relationship, you should be able to talk about anything without fear or judgment. And it's great getting to know someone. So, Divine Girl, I hope that makes sense. And thank you for letting me link in with you. Really do appreciate it. Who we got next, please? Hi, Fiona Evans. Thank you. Any guidance on a legal matter? Okay, Fiona, let's have a look. I know there's a lot of mediums and readers out there that won't touch health, legal, and stuff. I will. So we will have a look. Oh, okay. Let's have a look. What's going on here? Documents, deeds, contracts. I feel like I am definitely looking at contracts. Fiona, Daniela, you're more than welcome and thank you. I really appreciate your kind words. Richard, can we go back to Fiona, please, mate? Thank you. So, Fiona, I'm going to ask a very, very delicate question. Please forgive me if I'm wrong. Is this something to do with on a divorce matter by any chance? Because I just feel like someone's trying to argue tooth and nail over the little details and it's getting frustrating. And I've got to ask if it's about, sorry, I don't want to, if I'm wrong, please, please forgive me. We don't always get it right, but I want to know where I'm going with this because I am seeing it going in your favor. But they're saying stick to your guns, it will go your way. Please don't think I'm meaning anything nasty when I'm asking if it's divorce because I don't see it being criminal. I see it being more domestic or what's the other word I'm looking for when it's like I want not divorce, a passing. Okay, I'm so, so sorry. I'm so sorry for the loss. But it did. It felt like it was. It wasn't criminal. So, okay. Um. Oh, yeah, domestic, and I didn't mean it in a disrespectful way, but yeah, family or something along those lines. It's going in your favor. Well, I just feel like, but it's dividing the family, though, isn't it? This legal matter is splitting the family. It's dividing the family, both sides. Long-standing will. Okay. But am I right in saying that this legal matter is dividing the family? Sorry, because that's what I'm being shown. I feel like there's conclusion. Oh, we got a card fall out for you. And I've got the card strength just falling out for you. Stand your ground, stand in the truth. You know what they wanted. I've got to say, it's going in your favour. See, I've got a gentleman that's going, you know what I wanted. You know what I wanted. And that's what I keep getting repeated. I hope this is making sense, Fiona, and I don't want to cause any upset, harm, or distress, or be disrespectful or rude. So please forgive me. I hope I haven't been. But I am getting told that it's like there's closure August, September. That's what I've got. August, September, there is closure. And it will be closure. It will be that it'll go the right way. Fiona, I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps. And if you can give me any more feedback, I would really, really appreciate it. Please bear with me, guys. I'm just going, it could do, but we are very much together. Okay. Please forgive me. I still feel like someone is causing this problem. Someone else is in the family causing this problem. Fiona, I do feel like it'll be sorted end of August, beginning of September. I hope that makes sense. But they're saying stand your ground, stand your ground. Thank you for letting me link in with you. Who do we have next, please, Richard? Hi, Kelly Price. Any career finance guidance would be terrific. Okay, Kelly, let's have a look. Okay, what's going on with Kelly? Hmm. Kelly, first thing I'm being told to say is sit tight where you are with your job at the moment. But I do feel like you've got a job change coming up in the next 2 to 3 months. And I don't know if this is like a promotion or something. So I don't think you necessarily work for yourself, but they're showing me that something that you haven't yet seen or know about yet. It feels like there's a promotion or something like that coming in around the end of July. Or it's being talked about around the end of July, ready for the beginning, end of August for you to start this new position. And it's actually going to pay off because I feel like it's going to bring in some extra finances at the same time. But I feel like you're going to be put in charge of a team, is what I'm being shown. And I just feel like wherever you're working at the moment, I feel like there's lots of changes going on and it's not happening quick enough, but the changes are happening. And that's why they're saying sit tight at the moment, you're okay. The changes are happening for the better, and I just feel like it's going to open up a new opportunity for you. I don't know if this is making any sense or not. I hope it does. I do sometimes wonder if I'm a crazy person here with voices in my head. I'm sure Richard would probably agree with me on that one. But they are showing me that there is improvement coming. And this will then actually, and it's like they are showing me that there's going to be extra finances that will come in. But this new position is actually also going to give you something to sink your teeth into. So it's going to stop you from getting that little bit bored as well, which is where I feel like I'm a bit frustrated, a bit bored. I could do with the extra finances because I could do with squirreling a little bit away. And this kind of position, because they do value what you do. So I don't know if this is making any sense or not, Kelly. If you can give me any feedback, I'd really, really appreciate it. But I am going to pull you a quick card. And the card I've got for you tonight, got the Hierophant. So there's going to be new learning, new training as well with this. So it is going to be quite full on and quite intense from September through to November, but you're going to enjoy it. And it is going to allow you to climb further up, or it's going to allow it to be better than it is. Kelly, I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps. If you can give me any feedback, I would be so grateful. Who do we have next, please, Richard? And I think he's fell asleep. I am Media Mills. Thank you for joining us this evening. Who's next, please? Um, keep going. Oh, I'm dropping cards left, right, and centre. Hi, Helen Cullen Charlesworth. Thank you for joining us. Right, Catherine Johnson, let's come to you. Will my son Richard pass the exams for his apprenticeship? Thanks for your time and energy. Catherine, you know what? I think he will pass them. But if he slowed down a little bit and didn't try to rush it, he'd do even better than what he's doing at the moment. Now, I actually do feel he's worked his absolute socks off this year, to be honest with you. And am I right in saying he's got exams coming up around June, July, end of June, beginning of July? I know we're in June now. I get the end of the month, beginning of next month, and I feel like he's got results coming in at the end of July, beginning of August. I do feel like he's going to pass his apprenticeship because, like I say, and I do feel like he wants to end up working for himself eventually. Now, I reckon this is going to be round about 5 to 6 years down the road. He'll have his own business, and it's one of those where he's got the strength and determination to do it, and he's doing really well. He just needs to slow down a little bit. He doesn't need to be in so much of a rush, is what I keep getting told, but it will go all right. I am going to pull you a quick card, Catherine, because as I always do, and I've got foundations. And I love this card because it does kind of remind me of slow down, ground yourself, build your foundations, build your strength. You are moving forward in the right direction. So I do feel like you will get there. So I hope that makes sense, Catherine, and I hope that helps. Thank you for letting me link in. Who we got next, please, mate? Hi, Hayley Marie. Hope you're well. Hi, Al Marie Wheeler from South Africa. Hi, Gosha. Right, Cindy Ryan, let's come to you. Is there going to be a change in my job situation? Okay, Cindy. Right, let me have a link in. First of all, I do feel, see, I don't feel like you're staying where you are. You're not staying where you are. I feel like you've given and given and given and given and given and given and given, and they've just taken you for granted. Now, I feel like I don't know if you're a nurse or a carer or you're looking after lots of different people on a day-to-day basis, but it's taking your energy, and that's what I feel is what you're doing. So, if you can give me any confirmation as quickly as possible, I really, really appreciate it. I do feel like there is a job change for you, but you're not necessarily looking or applying at the moment, and you're not a great fan of change. It's like I'm okay once change has happened, but I don't like going through it. So it does kind of throw you off balance. And I want to say start looking for new work now because I do feel like there is a change coming for you. I do feel like you are, I've got to stick with it. I think you're a nurse or a carer or something along those lines. You're helping lots of different people. And you love giving your time, you love being patient, you love listening, you love helping, and that's what you're good at. So that's why I feel like your skills would be. I do think there is a job change. And actually, I think once you start looking and start applying, it's not going to take you very long, in all fairness. And I wouldn't be surprised if you found a new job by the middle of July, if I was honest with you. If you started looking today, I actually feel by the end of the next week after, you'd be having interviews or something because you're good at what you do. But find someone that brings you passion, find something that brings you happiness, find something that's not going to take you for granted. Massively important. Find something that is going to be uplifting. And I do feel like you will find that. So, Cindy Ryan, I hope that makes sense. And thank you for letting me link in with you. Richard, can we go to a break, please? We're going to do a quick 2-minute break, guys, and I'll be back right after.
Help Spiritual Psychics TV grow our TikTok channel. Connect with us at SPTV UK. We're on a journey to reach our next milestone, and we need your help. Follow us today and support us going live. Imagine getting personalised readings, discovering your card of the day, and so much more. Don't miss out on the opportunity to explore new adventures with us. Follow, engage, and transform. Join our growing community at Spiritual Psychics TV with @SPTV UK on TikTok.
Are you looking for some spiritual love or relationship guidance? If so, then join Jennifer Rose tomorrow from 8 p.m.
Good evening. Thank you all so much for joining me for the second half. I hope you're enjoying this live. Guys, if you do have a particular question, pop your questions up. It's always fun doing particular questions. I like doing those. I hope you're all enjoying the live so far this evening. Hi, Joanne Lewis. We'll do a couple of little hellos before we start again. So, hi, Helen. We're going to do some hellos and then we will do some more reads. But while he's just finding some hellos, I'm just going to have a little bit more on my drink. No, okay. Hi, Ryan. Rainier? Rainier. I'm going to go with Rainier. Any changes? Oh, Ruby. Oh, okay. Let's have a look at Ruby, see what this is. I have messages given to me at my spiritual church saying spirit are showing me signs, but I'm missing them. Any advice how to know what they are? Okay, so there's always going to be signs around us. Now, these could be signs as in triple numbers, like 111, 222, 444 kind of thing. You might overhear a conversation and they might be giving you there might be a word or a sentence in that conversation that you overhear that gives you an answer to your question. So what I always like to say is, in the mornings, if you're after a sign or you're after for them knowing, you can either ask your guides to give you a specific sign, as in, I want to see today 444 3 times. Doesn't matter how you see those triple fours, but as long as you saw them 3 times, you know your spirit guides are going to listen to you. Or it might be, I want to find a black crow feather, and I'm having the stem of the feather facing towards me and the top of the feather facing away from me as I'm walking to work. You can be that specific. But it's also about being open with your heart. Visualize that your heart chakra is kind of opening up. And I always like to visualize it as like a tulip or a I mean, I know people use lotus flowers. I like tulips or daffodils, me personally. But I visualize like a flower opening up and I'm letting this energy out. You know, you're not giving your energy away because it should be on a transference like cycle. But you're saying to your guides, I want to see these signs. I want to hear these signs. I want you to show me these signs. It might be that you see, I don't know, a heron fly over your head, something like that. You get a little fuzzy feeling. It's what I always call like the little, it's a bit different to butterflies in your stomach, but it's a similar kind of feeling. When you hear a word, hear a sentence, hear a phrase, or see something that just goes, oh, stops and makes you look, stops and makes you think. It might be that it's also they're giving you an answer to what could be on your mind. So, for example, say you were like, oh, I don't know if I should get a new job or not. And then you see triple four. Does it give you a positive feeling of, yes, go for it? Or does it give you a, sit tight, hang on a minute, see what pops up? That kind of thing. It's just learning to listen and read the energy. So I do feel like there is that going on. Now, Ruby, the thing I'm being given to me by my spirit guides is there's massive amounts of changes that have been going on for you over the last 18 months. And I feel like you've got rid of toxic people out of your life. I feel like you're kind of speaking your truth and you've stepped into your true power now. Thank you so much. I'll try that. Thank you, Ruby. I appreciate it. But I just feel like over the last 12, 18 months, there's been a massive clearing and shift of negative energy that's lifted you up and raised your vibration and raised your energy as well. And I have got like a grandmotherly I've got a female figure that's wanting to come through with a grandmotherly love. I don't think it's mum, I would say it's grandmother. But she's very much a strong character. And she is someone that you would have always gone to for an opinion or for advice. Thank you for the confirmation so far. Because I feel like she would have always gave you an honest answer. Now, she would not have said it disrespectfully or rudely, but she would tell you the truth without sugarcoating it. And she's the one saying, well, all these mediums have been saying that you're going to get a sign. Well, it's coming from her because she wants you to know you're following your heart, you're following the right path. She says the house move is the right thing to do. I feel like you are looking at wanting to move house, but you're feeling a little bit unsure, a little bit guilty on whether you should move or not. And she's saying, no, do it. It's the right time. You're ready for the new change. You're ready for the new beginning. It would be quite a bit of a distance, but you want the countryside around you. You want open space around you. She says this is exactly what you've always dreamt and wanted. Hope this is all making sense for you, Ruby. If you can give me any confirmation, really, really appreciate it. But she's also saying she's always there watching over you as well. And she says, you keep seeing she's bringing me attention to feathers. Now, you keep seeing feathers. Oh, thank you. I'm wanting to move. Thank you for the confirmation. She says, you keep seeing the little feathers I leave you, but then you ignore them going, oh, definitely got been a bird around here somewhere. And she's like, there's been no bird, but the feather is there. So she's laughing about that. Your nan, and I want to say nan, not gran, has got an amazing sense of humor and a great laugh on her as well, by the way, because she's laughing, saying you've got her laugh. And you've got quite, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, and I don't mean it rudely, so please don't think I am, but she says you've got a very unique laugh. And she loves it. She loves it. But you love it as well, because you love raising other people's energy, and you do with your laugh. That's the most important. She said, you've always looked for the positive. You've always looked out for other people. Now is the time to start looking after you. And she says, this is what you're needing to do. She's also talking about, oh, say that again. You want a new car? Sorry, you want a new car, apparently. She says, you deserve a new car. Treat yourself to a new car. Work's all right. It's not the, how do I say this? And she's being a bit blunt, so please forgive me if I'm wrong. She says, it's not the best, but it will do. It's okay, because you like a little bit of routine. And your work gives you that little bit of routine. It's not that you hate your job, you quite like it. It's not the best, but I'm all right with it. I don't mind it. I'm happy to go in. I'm helping other people. So that's what I'm being shown. Hope this is making sense, Ruby. But she's just sort of saying, it's okay. It's okay. I think you got a house move coming September, October, if I'm perfectly honest with you. And I feel like you would like a little bit of a bigger garden than what you got because you would love to grow some of your own veg. And I feel like you don't mind getting your hands dirty in the soil as well. So I hope this is all making sense for you, Ruby. Gonna pull you a quick card straight from the top. And we got Archangel Uriel, which I really do love because he's, for me, he's very much a one sort of saying you're protected, you're looked after. And he's just sort of saying, whatever you're wanting to do, remember you have the power to do it in you. You're always encouraging others. Time to turn that energy on yourself. Ruby, I hope that made sense. I hope you enjoyed your reading and thank you for letting me link in with you. And I love the question. The question was awesome as well. So thank you. I've kept some feathers. I've had comments on my laugh. That's so cool. I love it. I do like routine work. I'm a supermarket. I love the people. That's what I thought. You love helping people. You love talking to people. You love hearing people's different stories. And I feel like she's laughing now. Sorry, she's laughing because she says you've got about 5 or 6 regulars that love to come in and tell you about their holidays. And someone has talked about that there's a holiday overseas, but there's a young couple getting married. Tell them the marriage is going to go well. And there's proper excitement all about it. And I think that's the end of July, beginning of August. Ruby, I hope that, mate. You know, I do like to encourage others. Thank you so much. You're more than welcome, Ruby. And I hope that last little bit of the message made sense. So thank you so much because your grandmother, she would have loved the natter. No two ways about it. Right, who we got next, please, Richard? That's okay. Thank you. I love it. It's great. Who we got next? Who we being drawn to? Who we got coming? Right, Amelia Mills, let's come to you. Will I lose my current job? Amelia, I can never ever give 100% guarantees, and I never would because that wouldn't be fair on you and it wouldn't be fair on me. But saying that, I'm 80 to 90% certain I don't think you're going to lose your current job. I do feel like there is an investigation. I do feel like there is an important meeting. But what I actually feel is, and please forgive me if I'm wrong, and please don't think I'm being rude. Amelia, I feel like someone else is trying, I'm sorry, I'm going to say this, someone else is trying to throw you under the bus. But they haven't got enough evidence. They haven't got enough proof. And I feel like they're trying to get you to jump because they know that they wouldn't be able to sack you. That's the feeling I get. Can't give 100% guarantee, but I do feel like you've got an answer by the end of next Friday. Don't think it's this Friday. Think it's a week's time. In the same process, though, I do feel like you're getting to the point where it's like, well, if you don't trust me enough or if you don't value me enough, I'm looking elsewhere anyway. So I think you're personally going to leave the job through your own choice. And I think you're going to find something else pretty sharpish. I wouldn't be surprised if you found something new by the middle of July, if I'm perfectly honest with you, because I do feel like this has kind of taken its toll on you and it's caused a lot of stress and a lot of pressure. And it has been completely done unfairly. I feel like there's either a bullying mentality or something along those lines where you haven't been given where the truth hasn't come out, but the truth is going to come out. But I think it's going to be too little, too late. Amelia, I hope this is making sense. I really do. But I do feel like you have got 2 colleagues that are trying to be really supportive and really strong for you as well at the same time, because they are showing me that you're being protected by your loved ones and guardian angels. I'm surprised I'm saying that, but there we go. But you are being protected and looked after by your angels. So that's what I'm being shown. So I hope this is all making sense. I am going to pull you a very quick card now as we are speaking. But they are saying at the moment, though, just bite your tongue for now. You will get the opportunity to have your say, but bite your tongue for now. That's important. I love the fact we got the water card. Now, I've been really looking at a lot of videos about Pisces recently. Not saying that you're a Pisces, I am. And the water element. Now, the thing with Pisces is we can be very, very calm and collective on the surface, but underneath we have these deep undercurrents going on. Thank you for the confirmation, by the way. And we can bide our time to stay our peace. And I want to say, I don't know if you are a Pisces or not, but the water element for me is saying, stay calm and collective on the surface. Let the energy build up underneath. You will get to have your say in a controlled way. But I just feel like when you do, they're not going to be expecting it. But it will put you in a much stronger position. Now, what I do want to suggest is that if you do want to have your say, write it down. Get your thoughts down on paper, because it will stop them from interrupting you, and it will allow you to get everything out that you want to say, but you will be able to get it out in a controlled, precise, and authoritative way, and it will come across much better. It will be better that way rather than using your emotions, because your logical head will kick in and you will be able to put across exactly what you want to say, straight to the point, with more emphasis. Amelia, I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps, and I really do wish you all the best. I'm sorry I can't give you a definitive answer. That's about the best I can do, though. But I do wish you well. Yes, try to dig me out, so I turned it back to them. Good. Stay calm and collective. Hold your emotion. You'll be all right. Hope that helps. And thank you for letting me link in with you. Hope you're enjoying the live tonight. Who have you got next, please, Richard? Okay, Helen Charlesworth. Is there a house move for me anytime soon, please? Helen, let's have a look. I don't think you've got a house move to around about October, November, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I'm sorry, that might not be what you want to hear. Sorry, my guys are just saying that's not what she wants to hear, but that's what I'm afraid is what they're telling me that you've got. They're showing me that at the moment it's like, yes, you're desperately wanting to move, but you can't find the right house that is for you. And that's why you're not able to move out of your house at the moment, because they're saying you're not just going to move into anything. It's got to be perfect. So I am actually being shown the end of September, beginning of October. Now, I think you're going to find this house around August time. So like middle to the end of July, beginning of August. But by the time the paperwork goes through, I'm looking at September, October. It will need a little bit of work doing to it as well, but you're not afraid of a little bit of a project. You also, this is like somewhere you're wanting to put your roots down for at least 5 to 10 years. So this is why they're saying, take your time with it. Don't be in such a rush. Let the energy flow. At the moment, you're sort of saying to the universe, I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready. And they're just saying, let us breathe. Put down on paper exactly what you're looking for, and let the universe try and help you find it. Helen, I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps. And I am going to pull you a quick card. And the card I've got is the Hermit. And I'm afraid to say it is about being patient. And I know it's an annoying word. Trust me, it is bloody frustrating, that word. It really annoys the hell out of me, because I've got no patience whatsoever. Because once I've made a decision, I want it yesterday and not tomorrow. But sometimes we have to wait for the best things to come. And this is what we're needing to do at the moment. So, Helen, I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps, and thank you. And I love the picture of your cats, by the way. They are adorable. And thank you for your kind words as well there, Helen. I really do appreciate it. Who we got next, please, Richard? Yeah, that's fine. Hi, Rebecca Yates. Thank you so much. Cindy Ryan, I've already done yours. You'll have to watch it back on the replay, I'm afraid. Okay, Cheryl Flint, let's have a look. What's next on my spiritual journey? I like that. I want to say you got retreats coming up. I don't know if you've already got something booked for July, but I feel like you've got a couple of retreats coming up. I don't know if it's like a drumming circle or something, or a healing circle I feel like you should be going on. But I feel like I'm ready to learn something new. I also feel like I keep twisting myself with the necklaces. I also feel like I'm wanting to do more with my mediumship side as well. So I feel like you're wanting to develop your mediumship side. So there is lots of new courses and ideas. Sometimes the problem that we have is we over, thanks, Minty, no retreats. Well, then start looking for retreats. That's what I'm going to say. See, this is where we don't always get it right. But I feel like you're going to have opportunities to go to a retreat or a workshop or a course or something. Because what I'm being shown is sometimes we can have all the ideas stuck in our heads, but sometimes we need to release those ideas. So the best way of releasing them is by writing them down and writing a list of what we want to do, where we want to go, what we want to achieve, and putting those thoughts down onto paper, not typing it, put it down on pen and paper or pencil and paper if you can. What they're showing me is it's like you've got many different choices of what you want to begin with or what you want to give a go. So write a list. Start from the top of the list. Keep it simple. Yes, mediumship is my main interest, not really healing. Well, I'm afraid to say mediumship is still healing, regardless. It's all healing at the end of the day. Well, I know what you mean. You don't want to do the Reiki. You don't want to go down that kind of energy healing route. The irony is sometimes going down that route can help unlock the mediumship side because they do work in tandem. They do work in balance. But it's looking for the different workshops and courses that you would like to do. And I just feel it's actually about putting that energy in there as well. So if you're wanting to develop more on your mediumship, are you looking for mediumship courses? Have you found someone that you might like to go and learn from? Have you gone researching for a course or a workshop that you would like to do? The thing is, when it comes to working with spirit, and this is for anybody, the answers are inside us. We just have to listen. Sometimes we just got to get outdoors. You are a qualified in Reiki. That's cool. Sometimes you just got to get outdoors. Me personally, I like sitting under a tree, or a night today, I went and sat by the river because I love being by water. Sometimes it's just about sitting there in quiet and sitting there with a notepad and pen by the side of us, but sitting there in quiet and just throwing a question out to spirit going, what's my next path? What's my next journey? And listening and listening. And that's what it's about. I love that you're in a circle. Being in a circle is fantastic. It's great. Sometimes you don't need a circle. Sometimes you just need to go out into nature and just sit with nature and listen to the energy inside you. Those will make you give the answers. I've done readings, but really don't really know people to read for. Jump on a live, give it a go. Try something new. Maybe put an advert up in your local area. Who would like to be a guinea pig for a reading? Nothing wrong with that. You're happy to give your time. It helps you develop. You're never going to stop learning. You're never going to stop learning to do readings. There's no two readings are ever going to be the same. They're always different. They're always individual. Sound like some Monty Python there. But sometimes it's not asking a medium for your answers. Sometimes it's asking yourself, what do I want? And listening to ourselves for the answer. Because ourselves will give us the answer. But it's sitting in that moment of quietness. And I love being out in nature. But I do reckon, Cheryl, though, definitely go and have a look to see, maybe put it out there on Facebook. Do some online readings to people. I've been looking at local churches, etc., for causes, fledgling nights. That'd be so cool. Why not maybe just go on Facebook and put a post up in your group and say, who would be up for having a reading? You know, it's like you don't have if you're not confident enough in wanting to charge, that's okay. You know, you can put a quick free card spread out for people and just see what you get. You can even pull one card out. That's all I'm doing tonight, is pulling one card out. But it's about having a go. It's about letting go and trusting that spirit will always look after you. Because if there's one thing I've learned over the years, if you work with an honest and pure heart and you've got the integrity, they won't let you down. Don't get me wrong, we don't get it right all the time. We really, really don't. I certainly don't get it right all the time, you know? And that's okay, because you've got to be honest with it, you know? You've got to be honest with it. That's the important bit. But let's pull you a card. Pulled you the card reconnecting. How powerful is that? How much does that resonate with you? How much does that resonate with what I've just said? Our spiritual journeys are our own individual journeys that we can share and lift and enhance others with and push other people forward. No two people are ever going to be exactly on the same path. We have to feel and find our own way. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it exciting. That's what life's about. Having that fun, having that excitement, going left instead of right, or straight ahead, or turning around and wondering what's behind us, you know? That it's investigating, it's exploring. It's like, all right, spirit, come on, let's play a game today. I'm going to use my heart chakra. I'm going to walk in my local area. What is it you want me to see? What is it you want me to find? But you give me the directions to finding it. And I've got to listen to where my heart is taking us, but I've got to truly trust. That's what it's all about. Reconnecting, reconnecting. So, Cheryl, if you can, either put a post out to do some readings for people, give it a go. I bet you're going to love it. I bet you'd really enjoy it. It'd be awesome. It really, really would. Or just go and sit outside under a tree, by a river, by a lake, find some peace and quiet, write your little thoughts down, what you'd like to do. Hopefully that helps. And I hope that helps for anyone else out there as well. You know, you can use the same energy on, do I need to find a new job? Do I need to, how do I find a new relationship? You can still use that same energy to help you find the answers that you're looking for. Do I need to move house? Is this the right house for me? You know, when you walk through that door of the house that you're looking at wanting to buy, what's those initial instincts that kick in? Thank you so much. I love the smiley heart faces as well. But when you walk into a house and you're looking at wanting to buy it, and you can see past all the bits of like wall that's fell off, the ceiling has kind of caved in a little bit, or the place might look like a bomb site from the previous owners, but you can see past that and you can feel the beauty, and you can feel the energy, and you can see how you would turn that into a loving home. That tells you whether you should be buying the house or not. If you walk in there and go, ooh, I don't like this, my energy is like, no, get out, run for the hills, then you know not to buy that house. It could be the same when you meet someone for the first time on a date. You know, you got that connection, you got that spark, you got that click. And it's one of those where it's like, actually, I quite like this person. They're all right. They're not too bad. I'll give it a go. Or you meet someone for the first time and go, ooh, I don't like your energy. Christ. You know, energy doesn't, I talk about this the other day. Energy doesn't lie. It really, really doesn't. Someone can say the most positive words to you, like, I wish you well. If it's not said with the right energy and the truthful energy of their meaning, I wish you well, you're going to pick up on it straight away and know that they're lying. It's exactly the same energy. So the answers are always inside us. And the thing with going for readings and stuff, yeah, it's great. I love it. And, you know, I love that people come to me for a reading. I'm so, so grateful for that. And I love that I can do that for people because, you know, some people do want that confirmation. Sometimes you want that confirmation you're on the right path. Sometimes you want those answers. Sometimes you want that connection because sometimes When you're in a difficult situation, you can't hear yourself. You can't hear the busyness that's going because of the busyness that's going on around you. So you do go to, I mean, I'll go to another medium. I've got a couple of friends of mine that are mediums, and I'll be like, I've been pulling some cards for myself, and I'll be like, pull me a couple of cards, see if I'm just looking at this right, or am I getting it all wrong? You know, because sometimes when you're looking at something for yourself, you're like, you're only going to want to see the best bits. You don't want to see the horrible, icky bit that you got to go through. So I'll go and get that advice. You know, and I've got a friend of mine that will literally give it me blunt like a sledgehammer, going, Minty, you're being an idiot. And I'm like, thanks. I know I can always rely on you to call me an idiot. It's great, and I love it because I value what they get. But it's that reading the energy. You know, the amount of times I've pulled a card and gone, don't like you, put you back in the deck, shuffle again, and the same card comes down. I'm like, really? I don't want that one. That's not the card I was looking for. I was 78. Thanks. But you can't ignore it because the energy is real. The energy is telling you the truth. And this goes for anyone, you know. It's like energy doesn't lie. And it is about looking for the positives. I know I have gone on a little bit of a random ramble tangent. And anyone that watches my own personal life know I go off on one every now and again. But I hope there's some sort of level of sense in there to a degree that might be helpful to any of you. That is, whatever your question is, whatever you're looking for, I hope that might help you guys. Thank you for letting me link in. And Cheryl, that was an amazing question. I love it. And I hope it's given you some direction. I really, really do. Thank you for letting me link in. Oh, Stephen Law, thank you. I really appreciate that. And I love the picture of your dog. He is amazing. Al Marie Wheeler, Minty, I'm going for a big operation 4th of July. I'll be off from work for 8 weeks without salary due to unpaid sick leave. Will my employer assist me financially, or will they decide to medically board me? I got a feeling there's going to be a mutual agreement in some way of getting some finances. I don't think they're going to completely cut you off. I feel like there's going to be an agreement through a meeting that you guys need together. I hope that makes sense. I'm afraid that was my last one tonight. I hope you guys have enjoyed this live tonight. I know I went on a little bit of a random convo there going on, but it's sometimes what I do. And sometimes, well, it's also because admiring how close you have to shave your head. So good skills. I went to a barber and she used a cutthroat on my head. I certainly don't do it myself. If it was myself, I'd be having cut marks everywhere. I would have gouged half my head out, I think. But no, I've got a fantastic barber that I go to that cutthroats my head for me. But thank you for the compliment, though. I really appreciate it. But I hope you guys have enjoyed tonight. It's been a real pleasure to be on here. And I'll be back again in a fortnight. I hope you all have an amazing week. Take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Bye-bye.